Yeah, ain't that how them R&B niggas come on their songs? Yeah. Yo, 5:23 in the morning. Early. Your first time tapping in, let me introduce myself. I am Kevin Robinson Jr. I'm actually headed to my mentor's ranch a couple of times, usually once a week, twice a week. I will help my mentor with out at his ranch and shit. So in turn, what he does for me is he, damn, who's that? Oh, my fucking Tim squeaking against this. In turn, what he does for me is he gives me multi-million dollars worth of game. You dig? Multi-million dollars worth of game. So if you have not done so already, let me, and more of the introduction. I am a real estate investor. I'm also an option trade guy. I do a little bit of option trading, as well as I own a vending business. So I own Pacific Home Buyers, where we do wholesaling and real estate. I've been owning that. It'll be, as of November 8th, that'll be year number 3. Okay? So we'll be up out of the terrible twos. And Pacific Vending is fairly brand new. So that's my vending business. Own vending machine locations here in Los Angeles. But if you're looking to get into vending here in LA, I can broker one of my locations to you. I can sell you one of my locations and show you how to get started in the vending business. Link below. Anyways, let's get to the topic. The topic is the art of suffering. The art of suffering. Did I feel like waking up this morning to go to this horse ranch where I'm going to have to work with horses and shovel horse manure and clean out the stalls and wash the horses and do all of that shit all day? No, I didn't. I don't. But is it going to pay off? Most definitely, because the game this man has given me, he could be charging me 10K, 15K, but he's not. He just told me, hey, if you come out to my ranch once a week, help me work with my horses, I will show you how to do X, get you to the next level. In real estate, I think the best way to get into real estate is the wholesale, because it really takes, it's a low barrier to entry. You don't need a lot of money to get in at all. And wholesaling, it shows you how to be resourceful. And in real estate, if you want to become an investor, you want to become resourceful, right? I mean, fuck, man, you got to go through suffering. You got to go through some suffering to get to the greatness in life, man. Seriously, you got to go through some suffering. You got to eat shit. You got to have those top ramen nights. You got to have those nights you wake up in the middle of the night and you in cold sweats and shit and you don't know what the fuck is going on. You got to know what it's like to go to sleep at night with no fucking food. You got to know what it is to eat breakfast for dinner. You got to know what it is to continually try to get clients for your business and you just can't get them. They're not clicking. You got to know that the reason why suffering is important towards mastery, towards becoming great, is because when everybody is afraid, when everybody fucking quits, when everybody decides to say, fuck this, I don't want to do this shit no more, you ain't quitting. You're not quitting. See, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is the extra effort and the extra work. Most people don't want to go through the suffering. To be a master or to be great at something, you have to fucking suffer. Period. You want to be in immaculate shape? You want to be cut the fuck up? You got to go through some suffering in the gym. Period. You feel me? While everybody else is going out getting drunk and being gluttonous and not giving a fuck, you got to be the one like, nah, I'm going to stay home. Or you know what? I'll go to the bar with you, but I'm just going to drink water. Or I'm going to have one glass. Discipline. Suffering. You know? When I first got into real estate, man, you know, you hear these stories of these cats that are like, oh yeah, I got 100, well, let's say like, I got my first deal in wholesale within the first 2 months. My first deal for 30K changed my life. But that just wasn't the case for somebody like me. For somebody like me, I had to bust my ass literally for damn near a fucking year before I got my first deal. Literally suffering. My first 5 deals, I wasn't even able to find a cash buyer because I got them too high at the ARV, or I miscalculated the rehab. You know what I mean? I had to continue to suffer. My first deal in real estate, I was on probation. I was living, me and my wife, my fiance at the time, were living in a little shitty ass apartment in fucking Koreatown. Elevator barely worked. Just shitty. Construction zone literally behind our apartments every day. They had torn down the house behind us, and they had started building an apartment building. So literally for almost a full year, we woke up every single morning to construction. Every morning to construction, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day. Every day. And we suffered, man. We literally suffered. And I was so thirsty to get a deal that I just kept trying over and over and over again. Somebody wants to sell their house. Oh, I'm just going to sign them. I'm not worried about the rehab costs. I'm not worrying about the ARV. You know, suffered. My first fucking deal in real estate wholesaling, I'm on probation. I'm a little bit in debt. Not a lot in debt, but I'm in debt. I had to literally, after my PR business tanked, I had to sell off everything. I had no money. The only money I was making at the time was me working for DoorDash, delivering food. I had to humble myself all the way to that point. And I'm not knocking nobody that does that that's doing that right now to make some money. But you got to remember, or if you don't know me, you didn't know me 10 years ago, you didn't know me before I fell, man, there's no way in hell you would have thought that I would have ever put myself in that position to where I had to humble myself that much. Where it was like, nigga, you gonna have to go deliver food for a living for $5 every delivery. And that's the only way I was making money. I got my first deal, bro. I had less than $150 in my bank account, bro. Less. Okay? And that fucking wire hit that morning of the closing, and bro, nigga, that shit made a nigga want to cry, bro. Grown ass man. And I'm not even an emotional type of nigga like that where I show my emotions. I mean, the only people that really see me, that have seen me really emotional, I mean, it has to take a lot of shit. It has to be like somebody got killed. Literally, it has to be shit like that. Like somebody died for me to break down crying and shit. I'm not the type of nigga that just cries or any of that type of shit. But it has to be some real traumatic shit. Had been going through so much suffering for so long. And then I finally got that first check. And I just, thank God, man. I thank God. God, thank you so much. And cried, man. Tears of joy. Because now I'm like, fuck. All this time of suffering, not having no money, being behind on bills, having to pay the past due on shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I know what that shit feel like, bro. I know what that feels like. I know what it is to be working on your dream and you got an eviction notice on your motherfucking door. Working on your motherfucking dream, nigga, and you got to decide, do I need to put gas in my car or do I need to buy groceries? Because I ain't really got no groceries. You know what? I'm going to put a quarter tank. I'm going to put some gas in this car and I'm going to eat motherfucking PB&Js, man. I'm going to eat motherfucking, we going to eat simple, man. Them sushi nights was over. I remember when I first got my bag and, and I was eating sushi in Boston Nova in Hollywood all the time, and I lost my money and I had to humble myself. Oh yeah, we eating PB&J sandwiches, man. We can't afford sushi every day. We can't afford Boston Nova every day. We can't afford none of that shit. Humbling myself, go through the suffering, and suffering to suffer towards mastery is to be divine, because you need that suffering so that when you get that pot of gold, you do not get arrogant. And I've been there. I've been at where I was broke. I got a pot of gold. I got arrogant. You don't want to do that. But now, since I know what it is, I've lost it all. Lost it all. Lost it all. Lost it all working in rap. Got it back. Went through suffering. Severe suffering, man. Motherfucking nigga, do you know what it feels like? Your business is tanking and you got to go back to the streets to try to put food on your table? Some of y'all do. You feel me? Do you know what it's like to, you know what? I gotta fucking, I gotta sell everything I own and try to pay this rent. You know what I mean? I gotta do that. I have to. You know? A little warm this morning. Do you know what that shit feels like? Probably not. It don't feel good. It don't. It don't feel good. But you know what? The beauty of going through suffering, the beauty of you staying diligent, staying down, keeping your nose to the fucking ground, working, continuing to work, continuing to be continuing to work, bruh. Continuing to say, fuck this, I'm gonna keep grinding it out. It'll push you literally from living like shit, living like a pauper, not having no money, nigga, to you working on your dream, and eventually that shit pops and you look up in a couple of years and you're fucking living in a loft apartment in downtown Los Angeles, and you're making more money in one day. You can make more money in a couple of hours than the average person could literally make in a whole month's worth of work. You did? God put me in a position to where I am able to not only help myself, but help my friends, and in turn, help you as well. I have knowledge, and I'm gaining more and more knowledge, not only from myself, but from my friends, on how to make more and more money, and how to be more and more healthy, and how to get into a higher vibration, that 5D consciousness, that God level self. Where I'm headed is wealth. You dig? Wealthy. I know what it is to make $150,000 a year. I know what it is to make $200,000 a year. You know what I mean? I know what it is to make, being at top 1% of this country. But now it's like, I want more consistently. And in order to do that, you got to go through some suffering. You got to go through suffering. You know, the road towards mastery is paved in broken glass, broken dreams, crying, bleeding. But once you get to where you need to be, it's mastery. You will be so grateful for all those nights you didn't have shit. All those nights you didn't have nothing. Once you get to that point, till you get to your destination. But don't become complacent when you get to that point. All right? Yo, this was the topic, the art of mastery. Y'all have a good day, man. For sure, for sure. Make sure if you want to learn how to invest with me in my investment group, I have a Discord channel. It is called the Circa 84 Group. Circa 84 Group. We talk about real estate, option trading, the vending business. If you're in logistics or any area that we're not in and you're an expert, come join. I would love for you to join. I'll create a channel for you in a server so you can talk about your industry. Any way we can get better, man. Shit. Anyway, so join us. It's below. It's free. So it's Thursday today, while I'm recording this. Every Thursday, I will be putting my Lotto Friday plays up. Okay, so Lotto Friday is basically the day where you can make quite a bit of money in option trading in the stock market. If you haven't tapped in, check into my intro to the stock market video I put out yesterday. I'm going to be doing a video on option trading pretty soon, probably my next video. But this was on my heart when I woke up this morning. I was like, nigga, I remember it's so much shit that happened in them years I was suffering. Like, I'm embarrassed to talk about it because it was like, it wasn't that long ago. But when I write my autobiography, it's definitely going to be a chapter that's going to be very long, very raw, and very cathartic for me to write. But yeah, join us on Circa 84. Like I said, I put all my option trading plays up on there so you can make you some money. I'm doing that for free. I'm not charging anything, you know? So make sure you do that. What else? Oh, buy all 3 of my books in my Gumroad. If you want to learn how to wholesale in real estate, check out the Varsity class. And, shit. That's it, man. You know, this was a cathartic one for me to do. It brought up a lot of old emotions and feelings and shit. Things that I've been through. But I'm grateful as fuck for where I am now. And I'm blessed. And I hope that you took what I said. If you're going through something right now and you're working towards it and you really believe in your heart of hearts, I'm not talking about you bullshit and you just doing it, going through the motions. I'm like, no, nigga, you believe in your heart of hearts. You're working hard. And you're going through a suffering, rough patch hurricane in your life right now, but you believe with due diligence, you're going to get to where you need to go. Don't stop. Keep going. The suffering eventually, it's temporary. It could take a couple of years, bro. I know it. I know it. All right. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Peace and love.